So in this timeline, instead of having a Christmas party, we have a New Year's party. The most drastic of worldline shifts.
Yeah, completely different.
Come to think of it, what would she... Oh, right. Come to think of it, what would she, Hyajo, be doing on New Year's? She had said that New Year's was a time for partying with your friends, but it didn't seem like she had any friends to party with.
Who's talking?
I don't know. Huh? I heard a voice I thought I recognized. It was Hyajo herself. And she was yelling at a police officer, which meant...
Something to prove it? Ugh, just hold on.
Oh, Hyajo!
Oh, Okabe, good timing. Can you help me with something?
Officer, this is an adult woman, I swear it.
Who are you? A friend of hers?
Yes, I'm a classmate of hers at college. I didn't feel like explaining the whole thing. She wouldn't mind if I told a little lie like that, probably.
College.
Tokyo Denki University. You could check it out yourself if you want, but...
Oh, no, there's no need to go that far, I see. So she isn't in elementary school.
The policeman left, shaking his head.
What was that all about? Could have at least apologized. Ugh, maybe I'll sue.
It just means that he's dedicated to his job, right?
You're just as bad, Okabe.
Me?
One look and you were sure that he had mistaken me for a kid and was trying to take me back to the station, right? If so, that means you're thinking the same thing he was.
That's not quite... Maybe I should have kept my mouth shut.
But I am grateful for your help. Thank you.
Oh, it's nothing. Should have just said so to begin with, then. I'm trying to think if Kurisu was the same way. We're all genius scientists like this. So, what are you doing here, Hyajo? Aside from having SK monologue an entire scene again.
Here, take a look.
She showed me a big bag. Well, no, it just looked big because Maho was holding it. It actually wasn't very big at all.
It's that laptop I was telling you about. Thought there might be somebody in Akihabara who could help decrypt it, but...
Evidently, she was holding Kurisu's laptop. Right, and in this timeline, nothing has happened yet to make Okabe connect the laptop with Kurisu's nascent time travel.
Right, because we don't have the time skip. We also don't have, like, the shooting incident and car chase thing. So he's not on his guard at all.
Because what also triggers that in him is the Christmas Eve worldline shift.
Yep.
Right? Because after that point, then he's like, oh god, someone is experimenting with time travel that I don't know who. And then that leads him to be like, oh, Kurisu's laptop has her nascent time travel. Or might have her nascent time travel research on it. That's not good.
That's no good.
That's no good, Hyajo.
What? What's not good? I don't...
You're still working all that?
Well, I don't want to invade her privacy, but I do want to know what she was thinking. And for that reason, I will invade her privacy. You're lucky. You got to talk to her before she died.
Not in this world line, I didn't, but, you know.
You're lucky that you got to talk to her immediately. Flashback hell.
Just Okabe white as a sheet.
Yeah, I got to talk to her before she died. Right before.
But it still doesn't seem real to me. I just got a message out of nowhere that she was dead, and I didn't even get to go to the funeral. So, I want to know a little more about Kurisu. I know it may be a little too late now, but I guess it's my own way of coping with her death.
Hyajo,
So, please, Okabe, is there anything you can think of? Anything at all that could be a password?
Password?
Out with it.
No. No, we're not. Okay. I knew how she felt. And I knew she wanted to... I have no one to blame but myself for that one. She wanted a way to cope. Because I still hadn't come to grips with it myself. But still, I'm sorry, but I don't.
Okabe?
I'm sorry,
Is that how you're running away?
Running away?
That was why you stopped talking to damnedest too, right? 'Cause you're running?
She was right. I had run away. I'd run away from a chain of tragedy that had repeated itself hundreds, no, thousands of times. Oh, so in the order of thousands, okay.
Mm.
The result of that running away was who I was today.
And each loop was what, like a week? Or how long? 2 weeks?
At the very end, the loops were like only a few hours, right? Because he was just trying to protect Mayuri. So each loop would have been like 2 days at most at the very end. Because of the hard limit on the time leap machine. So for 2 days times thousands, right? That's like on the order of like 4,000 days at most. Or like, well, times thousands. So like what? At 20,000 days? Maybe a decade or just under?
If it's 4,000 days, it's already 11 years.
Jesus.
Basically. So.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's definitely been at it for probably at least on the order of a decade.
Yeah, on the order of decades. Okay.
Fucked up.
Yeah. Honestly, the worst thing about that would still be being a teenager at that point.
Kurisu was really mad. She said you were a very cold person.
I could imagine. Knowing her, she'd probably said all kinds of things about me, but that's right, I am a cold person. I'd abandoned her.
Okabe.
My attitude must have affected her because Maho had fallen silent. I realized too late that I had made a mistake. I didn't need to put it like that. I'm sorry.
No,
This was really awkward. I needed something to change the subject. Oh, right. Do you have any plans for New Year's?
No, not right now.
Then why don't we all go visit Yanabayashi Shrine? Mayuri and the others are going to be helping there.
Mayuri?
Oh, right. Mayuri wasn't there when she'd visited the lab. An old friend of mine, she's also a lab member.
An old friend, huh?
Yeah, and we're having a party at the lab right after that. If you want, you can wear a shrine priestess outfit and help out as well. Give us a chance to give you a new sprite.
A shrine priestess outfit. Is that cosplay?
No, it's a real job, so it's not cosplay.
I see. But that'll all pass. Really wouldn't have anything in my size.
She was probably right, actually. I might have had some of Lukago's old clothes from his childhood around, but it seemed like a bad idea to mention that.
Come on, you can at least try to tell me that I'm wrong.
I'm sorry,
So are we meeting at the lab? What time should I be there?
Oh, but,
I'll pass on helping out, but I do want to visit a shrine on New Year's. As for the party afterward, well, I'll think about it.
That made sense. If she met Mayuri and they didn't get along, there was probably no need to go to a party with her. Alright, I'll let you know the details then.
Alright, I'm looking forward to it.
The time between then and New Year's flew by.
I see.
Parties and
Timescale.
drinking at school. And when that was over, Komi-ma. Of course, all I did for that was watch Daru and Mayuri run around.
Drinking at school reminded me of these scuffed Europe facts I learned about wine being available in French schools.
Would you like to repeat those scuffed facts?
I don't remember them exactly, but it was something about it taking. It was in like 1956 or something that the serving of alcohol in schools was prohibited to children under 14, and in like 1981 that it was stopped completely. And
I just love the idea of going to school and getting sloshed.
having to try to teach math to a bunch of absolutely shit-faced like 10-year-olds. It would go so bad.
Well, it's not without precedent. I mean, they do give weed to school children in Brazil. Right? At least that's what I heard.
Nobody knows the chain of references here.
It's fine. It's fine. The one person in the audience who knows what that is laughing right now. And that was for you, Dave. And then it was January 1st, 2011. Is this everyone?
I'll take attendance. Amaneshi.
I'm here. All right, I've got the higher one. I'm here. Hello.
Mahotan.
I told you to stop calling me that.
Kaideshi.
I'm present as well.
Fubukishi. Yep. And also, I'm here too. Lady Na.
Yay, Nye! Hey, pal. I don't know what you think is going on here, but,
Hey, Ocarine Wise Brown, she here?
no clue. Myri invited Nye, and he came as well, I suppose. Oh, hey, what are you all whispering about over there? Nothing, sir.
Daddy, I can't wait to see Big Sis Mayuri wearing a shrine priestess outfit.
Oh, hey, yeah, I'm sorry. I wish I could go with you, but...
I just realized his apron's different.
Oh, it doesn't have nut face anymore. You're right. It doesn't have nut face. I don't know what it says now, but it's different. Still has the Jack Hummer shirt, though.
Yeah.
I guess even he got his sprite updated. Oh, you can't come, Mr. Tenoji? Of course not. Why the hell would I want to go visit a shrine with you guys? Something important came up, so I gotta head out. I'm leaving Nye with you, all right?
Something important, huh?
Take care of her, or your rent's going up. Yeah, Mr. Tenoji saying something important came up can only mean one thing. So CERN is making moves.
Perhaps so.
Either that or something important came up. Oh man, my fucking distributor is trying to screw me over. I need to get out there. Literally just a benign business thing. When we heard that, Daru and I both let out a sigh of relief, even though he was still right there. I in particular was trying to avoid Tenoji as much as I possibly could. His ostensible job was running his strange brawn tube workshop, but he was actually the leader of the Rounders. He worked for CERN. My heart wasn't strong enough to deal with him knowing that. He was leader of the Rounders, or I thought he was just leader of like this general sect or division that operated in that area.
Yeah, I don't know.
The only reason I didn't leave the building altogether was that Mayuri and Daru had opposed it. There was also the hope that if something did happen, I'd be able to learn something about the Rounders' movements. Still, I hadn't come back to the lab for a very long time.
You shouldn't say that, Daddy.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're such a good girl, Nye. You want a new fight stick for this year? Yeah?
Uncle Ocarine, thanks for taking care of me.
Yes, of course. Nye didn't seem as scared of me, probably because I'd stopped treating her like a small, cute animal. Alright, I'll be back to pick her up tonight. See you all around. Alright. Huh. Is there something else? No, it just feels like you really changed, you know? Always just keep going on about Halloween, whatever the hell that was, but, not anymore. It just feels kind of weird, you know? I'm an adult now, so... An adult, huh? Well, whatever. Take care of Nye for me, eh? Even Tenoji's like, man, you don't do the whole Halloween thing anymore? It's fucked up, man. Fucked up. Everyone in the room except Nye let out a big sigh of relief the minute Tenoji left. Anyway, this is everyone. Fubuki, Kaide, Yuki, Maho, and Nye. It was a strange group. Right, because Mayuri is already there. Luca's gonna be already there.
Mm-hmm.
Suzuha. Where's Suzuha?
It's a mystery.
Huh?
It's a mystery. Possibly already there, right? Right, because she was watching what's her name there.
Yeah, okay. And Ferris probably already there. It's just it is a strange group, and I'm just trying to like yeah, weird. course, we are all going to Yanabayashi Shrine.
You sure it's okay for me to be here?
Don't worry about it. Anyway, this ended up being kind of a strange group. Is that all right?
I'd be lying if I said I was fitting in, but I always did want to go to a shrine on New Year's. And I'm happy to meet more people my own age.
I'm glad to hear it. Maho is probably feeling a little left out, but that would solve itself with time. That's right, because Maho, I think, is the oldest person here, except for maybe Yuki?
Yeah.
Right, because Yuki's like 21?
This has me thinking, I've always wanted to go to a shrine on New Year's. I've never had the chance to do that because I live in America. Makes me think, like, is this a thing that happens the other way around in real life? Like, folks that are folks that have backgrounds from Europe or the United States, but whose families have, like, had them grow up in, like, places that aren't majority Christian.
Mm-hmm.
Are kids there just like, wow, I want to know what it's like to go to Christmas Mass. What's that like?
I imagine so.
Is that a thing?
I imagine so. It's got to, like, I'm not going to pretend to know what it does to grow up outside of an area that doesn't share your culture at large, right?
Mhm.
But, yeah, that sounds like something that might happen.
It's one of those things where you suddenly realize how much you've taken your own country's culture as default.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're suddenly like, yeah, no. Anyway, it's my line, isn't it?
What?
It's my line, isn't it?
It is kind of your line, but, you know.
I can't wait to see Mayushi's cosplay outfit.
Oh, Fubuki, it's not a cosplay outfit. It's her official uniform for today.
It'll be fun to see Suzuha wearing one too, won't it, Hashira?
Yeah, nothing wrong with a little sister shrine priestess. If you could throw in a nurse somewhere, you'd have an anime full house. You're always such a pervert, Hashira. But a perverted gentleman, though.
Nah. In the end, instead of just Mayuri helping at the shrine, Suzuha and Varus had gone as well. Varus I could understand, but I certainly had expected Suzuha to go. She was probably worried about Kaguri, but there was also another reason, she said. She'd heard that she'd get paid. Suzuha had enough money with her to get by in this time period, but since it wasn't her own money, she preferred not to spend it on living expenses. She'd rather make her own money instead. That was something that had always impressed me. Have we learned yet? I don't think this is shown as... We see in the anime how she makes her money, right? I don't think we've seen it yet in the game, have we?
Wait, we have in the anime? I have no idea what you're referring to. I don't remember this at all.
Okay, so you have no idea how Suzuha makes her money. Okay, so it hasn't come up in the game yet. Then.
I don't remember this at all. I've seen the anime. So do you mean Zero specifically, or do you mean...
I mean at all. Like, I assume... Oh, did it come up in... Was it in original Steins Gate where it came up?
I don't remember this ever being a thing that came up.
Okay. It does come up. I wonder if it'll be in here or not. If not, I'm gonna just keep talking around it just in case it hasn't happened yet, because it's very good.
Oh, right. I forgot something important.
Something important?
Yeah, Happy New Year's.
Oh, right. Komima just ended yesterday, so it doesn't feel like New Year's yet, does it?
All right, let's all say it together, everyone.
Happy New Year's. Okay, that does it.
Now that we've finished our greetings, let's get going.
Okay. We're off to Shrine Priestess Heaven.
Hashira, there's no heaven in Shinto, so you're not going to find it at a shrine.
Oh, right.
We all headed to Yanabayashi Shrine, laughing and talking as we went. To be honest, Akihabara on New Year's wasn't that much different than any other time of year. Stores were open, there were lots of customers seeking New Year's bargains. The only difference was that there were fewer cars.
Hey, Uncle Daru. Yes, what is it, Lady Nai? Are you a gentleman? That's right, I'm a pervert, but I'm also a gentleman.
Why do you call her Lady Nai?
Because little girls deserve the utmost respect.
I see.
They looked like a family walking together. Were Suzuha, Daru, and Yuki ever able to spend any time together like that?
Oh, Fubuki, whatever happened to those weird dreams you were having?
Oh, those? I haven't had any lately, I don't think. Maybe I was just tired.
Probably the melatonin. You know what that does to your dreams, right? I see. I hope so.
Weird dreams, you say?
Oh, for a while I was having these really terrible nightmares.
Nightmares?
Oh, you're awfully interested. Do you have a thing for me or something?
Come on, Fubuki. Ocarina has someone he likes.
Oh, right.
Huh? What are you talking about?
We're talking about how there's someone you like already.
There is? Who told them that? Mayuri, maybe? I don't have anyone I like at the moment, no.
What? Really?
Really?
It's as true as your Charlie Brown sweater. Mayuri talked about them a lot, but thinking back, this was probably the first real conversation I'd had with them. Still, they were easy to talk to. Oh gosh, hello. Anyway, I had a request for you two. Could you try to talk to Hyajo a little?
Huh?
She is from an American college and doesn't really know anyone here yet.
America? Wow.
Instead of answering, Nakase gave a cry of surprise and went over to Maho, who had been walking ahead of the group.
Immediately, American detected! Zoom!
She's not even that much shorter than Fubuki.
Yeah.
American.
Hey, Maho, do you go to an American college?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Then you can speak English?
I mean, well, I've spent my whole life over there.
Wow.
That should probably help her open up a little.
Tell me how to say rude shit in English.
All right, repeat after me. Motherfucker. Now you say it.
Motherfucker.
Wow, that's so good.
Hell yeah.
Hyajo, what are you teaching her?
Don't worry about it.
You're really nice, Ocarina.
Oh, that's not true. Maho told me the exact opposite just a few days ago.
But sometimes a person can hurt someone because they're kind, can't they?
Huh?
No, it's nothing. I'll go talk to Maho as well.
Kuroshima jogged to catch up with the other girls, leaving behind a faint smell of perfume. To hurt someone. The words stuck in my chest like needles for a while. Yadabayashi wasn't as busy as Kanda's shrine, but it was still a lot busier than I'd expected.
Oh, it's...
Hold on, I need to find Ferris again. Hold on.
Nya. 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 Nya.
No, hold on.
Oh, it's Ocarina. Hey, Ocarina, over here.
No, that's not right.
Over here, Nya.
There we go.
There it is.
Happy New Year's, everyone.
Aw.
Fucking depressed Suzuha shrine maiden.
And Luca's just so happy. At this point, it didn't even need to be said that Lukako looked great in her shrine priestess's uniform. Ferris, for her part, still had her cat ears on, but her outfit was much simpler than the usual maid uniform. I was sure her fans would love it as well.
Happy New Year's, Nya.
Daro, Yuki, and the others exchanged New Year's greetings as well.
Wow, Ferris-tan, seeing you wearing that makes me glad to be alive.
Thank you, Nyan.
I'm glad you came, Yuki.
Happy New Year, Suzuha.
Happy New Year.
Suzuha always wore casual, light clothes, but this was pretty good as well. If nothing else, it made it impossible to imagine her as Daru's daughter. Only if she'd smile, this would be perfect. Only she would smile more.
Wow. Little sister shrine priestess for the win. Now just say, it's time for your shots, big brother, and it'll be perfect.
I feel like I'm missing some context for why I should find that disgusting and perverted, but you know what? You know the reason Mom's got the wrong idea is because you keep saying stuff like that, right?
The wrong idea?
Big Sis Mayu told me that Mom thinks you don't like her very much.
Why? I love all girls equally. You, Amaneshi, Ferris-tan, Lukashi, everyone.
It's happening.
I told you, you have to knock that stuff off. What are you two talking about over there? Oh, it's nothing. Hey, they've got Omiki and Omikuji. Do you want some?
Suzuha was right. If Daru didn't cut back a little, she might never be born. I'd have to talk to him about it later.
I know it's hard to explain this, but I need you to get less horny so that I can be born. You need to get less horny so that you can fuck.
Dara just sitting there looking very confused. Do you understand? Less horny equals fuck.
Oh, this is me, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, you're always so beautiful, Luca.
No, I'm not. Really. I still can't believe you're a guy, you know?
What? No way. You're a guy?
Oh, yes.
You're kidding me. Japan really is sophisticated, isn't it?
That's the best. That's the best answer.
You know what?
Everybody else, well, not everybody else, but people in Okabe specifically and some people in his orbit are kind of shitty about it.
Yep.
And Maho's just like, oh, wow. Japan's
Neat.
really sophisticated.
All right.
Miss Kitty,
What is it, Nya?
where's Big Sis Mayuri?
Mayushi? She was over here with the Omiki. Oh, there she is, Nya. Mayushi, over here. Ocarina and the others are here, Nya.
Mayuri must not have realized that we were here because she came running over with Kagari in tow.
She looks like a 12-year-old boy. Hi, Mayuri. How are you doing?
This is also great with disappointed Suzuha staring at her while
Yep.
she's going, Wah! She's been activated.
That's a great Mayuri face, though.
It is. It really is. Hokarin, Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's, Okabe.
Yeah, you as well.
So, what do you think? Do I look good in this?
Huh? Yeah, it looks a lot better than I imagined.
Really? I'm glad.
Her facial expression went from tense to relieved. You cosplay for special occasions at May Queen Yan Squared, right? So why get nervous now?
That's for work, so it's different.
I didn't understand how it could be okay to do it at work and not okay to do it when you weren't at work. And she was getting paid for this, so wasn't this work as well?
Hey, Okabe, how about me? Do I look good?
Yes, you look great.
See, like, if you look at the corner of the eye, you're like, oh, that is Kurisu. Right? And then you have to kind of, like, take a moment to be like, oh, wait, hold on. No, it's not.
Wow, I'm so glad. Hey, I know, take a picture with me later, okay?
A picture? I mean, sure, I guess.
A picture's a physical record of something, right? I want to make as many of those as I can right now, so I don't forget again.
She wasn't just happy because it was New Year's. Over the past few days, she'd gotten a lot more cheerful as well.
Oh, that's nice. So, this is already vastly different from how things appeared to be happening in the other world line, isn't
Yep.
it? Yeah.
At the time, she seemed scared because of her lost memories, but this was probably just who she was. As she'd gotten ready for New Year's with Mayuri and Lukaku, she'd started to become her real self again, little by little.
Wow, you really do look good, Mayuri.
Do I? I'm kind of embarrassed. Aw, come on, you know you love it.
Oh, so you're,
Oh, Kagari Shina. That's right, you have the same name as Mayushi. Yeah, weird coincidence, huh?
It wasn't actually a coincidence, though, was the thing about that.
You got a good figure, so I bet you'd be good at cosplay.
Oh, I thought so as well. The two of us just walk around evaluating women's bodies all the time.
In a way that's normal and straight, though.
In a way that is very normal and straight.
Cosplay? Cosplay, you know, right? You have any characters you like? I don't really know a lot about that.
Fubuki?
Oh, I see. Sorry.
No, don't.
No, don't worry about it. I'm fine.
I see. We're not getting sprites. We just get the CG. I got you. Okay.
Hey, Okarin, come over here. Mayushi will purify you with this. What was it again? That's an Onusa, Mayuri. That's right. This Onusa.
Well, first I need to go pray to the gods, though.
You're right. Okay, after that I'll purify you.
Yes, thank you. I washed my hands in the water and prayed at the shrine. Come to think of it, this might have been the first time I'd done this here.
Purification.
Mayuri, you don't use the
Nature's
water to cleanse your
beauty.
belly button. Wait, were you doing Konosuba over
Yeah,
there?
I was.
Well, what do you wish for?
Oh, world peace, you know.
You're such a liar.
It was true, though. Of course, I knew it wasn't going to come true. And that wishing wouldn't make it better.
They're late, come to think of it.
Huh?
2 professors. I told them I was visiting the shrine and they really wanted to come. I told them where it was and,
Huh, did they get lost somewhere?
Dr. Reyes is with them, so they might have stopped somewhere.
Well, once they got here, it was probably going to get even busier.
Hey, that's her, right?
What?
Oh, your girlfriend. It's that Mayuri girl, right?
Mayuri's not my girlfriend.
No way! And who is it?
Nobody, I don't have a girlfriend at the moment.
Really? With all these cute girls around? What is this, a harem game? Okabe, are you maybe?
Huh?
Oh, don't worry. That stuff doesn't bother me.
Well, I thought I was for a while, but the dancing and the standards of hygiene.
The dancing and standards of hygiene are just prohibitive. Oh, there's another deep cut for you. All 6 people who remember that show, go ahead and just leave a high five in the comments. We'll know. I finally figured out what she was trying to say. Oh, no, it's not that either.
I see. Then why? Don't you want a girlfriend?
You know you were giving Kurisu hell for talking about this stuff earlier, right?
What kind of think of it? I guess humans just hate it when somebody does something to them, but they're more than willing to do it to someone else, huh? I'll have to think about that. Hypocrisy. Huh. What a world.
Okarin, I'm gonna wave this Onita at you. Come quick.
I'll be right back.
Purification.
Okay.
No, that's not... No, stop doing nature's beauty.
Wonder if it's because of what happened with Kurisu.
I could hear her small whisper, but I pretended that I didn't. Yeah, so now Maho maybe thinks that Okabe fell in love with Kurisu.
Yeah.
I bet. What was supposed to be a short visit to the shrine ended up taking the whole day as we talked and took pictures. TBH, that sounds like a fun way to spend a New Year's.
Yeah.
So,
We're back, Nya.
Huh. Those outfits really strain your shoulders, don't they?
when we saw Ferris and Suzuha back in their usual clothes, it finally felt like things were back to normal.
Huh? Where are the others?
They're not done
Oh, no, fuck.
They're not done changing yet. They asked us to wait a little bit longer, Nya.
Mayuri, Kagari, and Lukako hadn't come over yet.
Hey, Okarin, you think Mayushi and Kagari are changing in the same room as Lukako?
No, they wouldn't. Would they?
Oh, Luca, can you get this fastener on my back? No, I couldn't. Luca, me too. Maybe that's what's going on in there right now.
Daru,
Okabe, is something wrong with this guy?
Maho had only met Daru a few times, and already she was starting to be wary of him. As she should. Daru may act weird, but he's harmless, don't worry.
And he's also a super hacker too, Nya.
You mean hacker. Duh.
Hack. No?
My hack, Daru.
That's what
Yep.
it is. Yep, that's what it is in the anime.
Yep, in the English dub.
I don't hate it. It's grown on me after a while, but it is a little bit weird the first time because of the other meaning of hack.
That's exactly why it works so well.
Yeah.
A hacker, huh? Is that true?
I shouldn't really be talking about it, but yeah, if you need something, you can just hit me up.
Daru, secrecy is the most important part of my job, so much that I work out of the false back of a cosplay store. Daru.
But also everybody
Just
yells
talks
about
about
what
him.
my job is at all times in public.
Exactly.
I see, then.
Oh no!
Maho's head jerked up in surprise at the sudden voice, followed where she was looking and saw.
Where are the Japanese shaman girls, Lintahlo?
He said the line!
Bring them out. You cannot hide them from me.
Dr. Liskin and Dr. Reyes looked absolutely miserable.
Maho said if I came here, I could see Japanese shaman girls, but they're gone.
That was literally hours ago, Professor. What have you been doing?
Japanese shaman girls?
He means the shrine priestesses.
Oh, I see.
Shrine priestesses are done for the day.
Holy cow. So I said we should come soon. But you just enjoyed shopping too.
They were both holding bags from electronic stores. Must have done a lot of shopping on the way here. I choose to believe that's not related to anything nefarious, and they're just like, oh yeah, we're in Akihabara. Let's take the opportunity, right?
Yeah.
That's enough. You're both equally at fault.
Two of them started to look around the shrine, not even bothering to hide their disappointment.
We're back, Areen.
Oh, you sure took a while, Mayuri.
Yup, Luca's mom gave me a lot of New Year's food. She said we can all eat it together. She kept adding to the pile of food, and so it ended up taking forever. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine, thank you.
Excuse me, can I ask you something?
Huh? Oh, yes.
How do you worship here?
Oh, First of all, we should purify our hands and mouths there. Also, Professor, make sure you
What?
get your belly button. I know we've already done that this scene, but we're doing it again. I see. Please come with me. I'll show you how to do.
Luca read the two professors off to pray. Wonder if there wasn't some kind of religious problem inherent in all this, but they were fine with it. It wasn't my place to say anything. It was more important. Wow, I had no idea Luca spoke so much English.
Luca's pretty smart, you know.
Yeah, I feel was he? I feel like that's the case, but he doesn't get a lot of screen time that isn't solely about making fun of him, so...
And Akihabara has a lot of tourists, so he says he studies, so he'll be able to answer any questions they have.
Huh. I just discovered a surprising side to Lukuko. Hey, Mayuri, where's Kaguri?
Huh? She should be out soon. Oh, there she is. Sorry I took so long.
That was everybody then. Now we just had to wait for Lukuko to finish.
Thanks a lot. We had a wonderful experience.
It was nothing.
Okay, let's head to the lab.
Oh, about that. I'm actually busy after this. I'm sorry.
What? Yuki, you can't come?
I'm sorry, Mayuri. Someone called off at work and they really need me.
I see. Okay, I guess you have to then.
I saw that both Daru and Suzuha seemed disappointed as well.
Oh, what do you guys do?
I've got something to do after this. Me too. Thanks for everything. It was a day full of splendid discoveries, even if I didn't get to see the shaman girls. That's right. It was very exciting.
I like how Reyes was also like, I need to see the Shaman girl.
Yeah.
See you later, Lintahlo. Do try to say hi to Kurisu once in a while. Bye, everyone. See you soon.
They smiled and disappeared into the bustling Akihabara streets. So we don't know if Reyes works for Stratfor as well, but we know she's at least working with Leskinen.
Yeah.
At least in the other world line she was, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So...
Okay, let's get going too.
Yeah. Without Yuki, there were still twice as many people as usual heading for the lab.
So, once again, Happy New Year's.
Happy
New Year's.
Oh, big CG. Oh, that's why Yuki couldn't come. They couldn't fit her in the CG.
We finally see Kaide without her jacket, and it's kind of confusing.
Wait, what is happening there? She's got a turtleneck, but on top of the turtleneck, she has like...
A different shirt, but one that it doesn't is off the shoulder, but that has
Yeah.
some sort of thing around the neck holding it up.
Yeah, what a... Okay. Huh. Aw. Yay! Also, Luca's body just disappears after behind Ferris's head somewhere.
Oh no!
Sorry, now that you've seen it, you can't unsee it. Luca is just a floating torso.
Oh. God, and fucking Ferris eating with chopsticks in those gloves?
That's-
how?
Because she learned how to do it.
Yeah,
She would.
that's ridiculous.
This food your mom made is really good, Luca. Really? Kagari and I helped too. I'm glad you like it. Yep, well, I really just did the arranging. I like this sweet tamagoyaki. It's all rolled up. And this ozoni is just delicious. Suzuha, what do you think?
Yep, it's good.
It's actually from the New Year's menu at May Queen Yan Square. Yeah. New Year's?
It's so sticky and delicious. It tastes like Ferriston.
Say that again, Daru.
Ashida, you really are a pervert,
No,
aren't
really,
you?
say it again.
I've
gotta go
already
in my
forgotten what
collection.
I just said.
Fubuki was barely putting any effort into her comments to Daru anymore. A whole day of his perversion must have tired her out. Tired Fubuki out, huh?
If we were in America, you could sue him for sexual harassment, you know.
Say, what do they eat for New Year's in America?
Well, for one, we do New Year's on New Year's Eve and not New Year's evening, if that
And
makes sense.
Usually not so much eating is involved. Generally, the refreshments are of the liquid variety.
Yeah. We get schwasty is what I'm saying. Schwasty? How do you say that? Hey, Daru, how do you say schwasty in Japanese?
I don't know. Turkey, maybe?
Isn't that Christmas?
Americans like to party on New Year's Eve, so they don't eat much on New Year's. Beans, maybe?
Same point, okay.
I sure do love licking a girl's beans.
That's strangely progressive of you, I think. I'm choosing to interpret it that way.
Ashida, you really are a pervert, aren't you?
Here, Nine Yan, these glazed chestnuts are really good, Nya.
And these black beans look like they're very nutritious.
I can't eat all that. You can take your time. Chew thoroughly, okay? You're like a mom, Kagari.
Actually, you know what I just realized? We don't really... You know who else we don't see in that future? The bits of the future? We don't see Nai.
Yeah.
She's not as tied together with the lab as everyone else, and we kind of see a little bit of what she does with her future robotics notes, so it's not totally unreasonable that she just doesn't, isn't around that group anymore, but it's really weird that everyone else around the lab seemed to have stuck together.
Yep.
Right down to Luca, right? and Ferris, and Nai just isn't around.
Isn't it fun having so many people around, Okarin?
Yeah, you're right. How long had it been since we'd all had this much fun at the lab? No, that was in the Alpha world line, which means that this may have been the first time in the Beta world line we'd done something like this.
Meow? Is this the only tea we've got, yeah?
The party hadn't started that long ago, but evidently we were already out of tea.
My brother only brought sweet drinks.
If they have no tea, then let them drink soda. I don't know if I want to drink soda on New Year's.
All right, Daru and I will go buy some. Couldn't let the girls go, of course. Girls including Luca.
Oh, Fubuki and I will go.
Me too.
Yeah, we gotta go get my snogs in. They were nice enough to invite us in. It's the least we could do.
I guess so. Okay, bye. I can just get whatever, right?
I see. Thank you, it is a big help. There was a very brief silence after Kaide and Fubuki left, and then someone's phone rang.
Sorry, that's mine.
She took out her phone and checked the screen, then looked at me.
Hey, Okabe. Can I access Amadeus right now?
Oh?
The call's from her, so...
Oh,
It'd make for really good data if I could see how she reacts to a situation like this. Can I?
well,
Hey, Maho. Maho, what's Amadeus?
Oh, no. Let's see. Who knows who Kurisu look? Mayuri knows of the existence of Kurisu, but hasn't seen her, right? Maybe she saw pictures of her in the aftermath.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Mayuri, Daru, Ferris, and Suzuha would all know about Okabe's relationship
Yep.
with... Ferris maybe a bit more tangentially, but she's smart enough to put those last bits together, I'm sure. So if they see Amadeus, and who Okabe's been talking to sometimes... The next thing I knew, the call from Kurisu had stopped, and said everyone was listening to us.
It's an artificial intelligence that incorporates a specific individual's memory data.
Artificial.
An AI, yeah?
Somnium file.
No, that's I, not AI. Common misconception, yeah.
AI.
AI stands for Ancient Intelligence. In other words, the great lost wisdom of ages past, yeah? It stands for Artificial Intelligence.
It's a program that thinks and learns on its own. But if it incorporates a specific person's memories, doesn't that mean it's a copy of them?
Yeah, sort of. What we're trying to find out right now is whether it's a true copy or not.
And that's Amadeus. Wow, I had no idea you were making something like that. Luca, do you know what he's talking about? No, I'm afraid I don't.
Be easier to just show you, but...
She glanced over at me. As long as you don't point the camera toward me.
Alright.
She sighed and reached toward the icon of the smartphone with her finger.
What? You can run it on a phone?
Okabe seems really blasé about all this, TBH. Does he not think Daru... Well, Daru at least should be able to put that together, right? Daru knows who Kurisu is and what her relationship is with Okabe.
Mm-hmm.
And Suzuha will not ever forget what Kurisu looks like.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, is he just not considering that right now?
I don't know.
It's actually running on a university server. We just made it so you can use this as an access point.
Daru was staring down at the screen with stars in his eyes. As soon as I heard the voice from her phone.
There's a lot of good Mayushi faces in this episode.
There are a lot of very good Mayushi faces.
Oh. Okay, so what do we Photoshop in place of the phone?
I'll leave that up to you. Do you want... Oh, hold on, let me get a... People seem to appreciate the last one you did, so if you want to... There we go. I will send that to you later. And then what I'll do is while we're talking about this, I will insert your Photoshops here into the thing.
Hell yeah.
Sound good?
Yeah.
All right.
Come on, Maho. Why won't you pick up? Wah!
Oh, wow.
What? You're not Maho. Who are you?
Me, I'm Itaru Hashida. Feel free to call me Itaru if you want, preferably with your eyes turned upwards and your cheeks slightly reddened.
Why would I call you by name when I don't even know you? Who are you anyway?
Sorry to scare you.
Oh, Maho. Who is this?
His name's Hashida. It's a friend of Okabe's. It's New Year's today, right? So I'm at his lab having a party with his friends.
Right. Okabe, that cold, uncaring man. You should probably avoid hanging out with him too much. Otherwise, he might abandon you someday.
Sorry.
Now.
There was ice in her words. She must have been very mad. Guess I could understand why.
Anyway, I'll introduce you all. This is Amadeus, an AI with the personality and memories of Kurisu Makise.
What? Kurisu Makise?
You mean the Kurisu Makise?
The Hashida's family's voices rose in unison. That's right, those two knew about Kurisu. Of course they did, Okabe! Of course they did! And they knew what had happened to her.
Wasn't Kurisu Makise murdered at the radio building in July?
Yeah.
Kurisu Makise. So this is her.
Oh, so you all know the original me, do you?
Oh, well, yeah, I suppose.
Don't let it bother you. I know what happened to my original.
Oh, you do?
You do? Suzuha arming herself.
Hey, that's not this Suzuha though, right?
No, but let me have the joke,
Okay.
all right? Well, that was easier said than done.
Hey, is this a video game?
Nai's also looking at it, too. Oh, that's very good. Nai seemed to be the only one who didn't get what was going on. For now, I was glad of that. Her words broke the tension that was building up in the room.
I'm not a video game. I'm an AI. I talk and think on my own, just like you do.
Wait, is this really an AI, Nya? That's amazing, Nya.
Maho's the one who's amazing. She made me.
Everyone was staring in awe at Kurisu as she answered their questions. I started to regret this. I shouldn't have let Kurisu talk here. I shouldn't have made them all remember Kurisu. I needed to end this conversation as soon as possible. Hyajo,
Huh?
Second I spoke, Maho emitted a small cry of surprise.
What's wrong?
Amadeus just disappeared.
Maybe the app crashed? That happens sometimes.
Yeah, but tried restarting and it couldn't connect to the servers.
Maybe they're doing a server update.
If so, no one told me about it.
You know, balance patch.
Balance patch for a human being? What the fuck is it? Is this a Kurt Vonnegut story or
Maybe
what?
some skills were OP.
What's the... Is that Harrison Bergeron?
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Looks like I can still get a data connection.
Fucking damn it, Paris.
Looks like I can get a data connection over here, Nya.
Ferris had tried it and succeeded to connect her own smartphone to the web.
That's strange. It's never happened before. Hey, Okabe, can you try it on your phone?
No,
Isn't this the decision point?
there was not an autosave, so...
Yeah, but I mean, isn't the decision point like today that we're looking for?
No, I believe it was on the 15th. Let me,
Okay.
Let me just check the, route guide again real quick here. Keep the audience entertained for a second.
No, I'm going to make sure everybody's very bored, painfully bored for the next several seconds.
You realize that if you don't do that, then it just means I have to do more work editing, right?
I don't. You can't just be like, "Hey, be fun."
We've been
what
doing
does that
this
mean?
for over half a decade. If you don't know how to vamp for 30 seconds, then I can't help you at this point.
Yeah, that's correct. I don't. What do we got? What do we got?
Save again on January 2nd and try to ignore calls from this point on.
January 2nd. Okay, so I was off by 1 day. Off by 1 day.
Before I could end my sentence, I heard a crash.
I'm sorry.
Kagure had evidently dropped a glass. Little fragments were spread out all over the floor.
Are you okay? You look pale. Yeah, thanks. I'm just a little tired, maybe. Oh, but I'm fine. Sorry, I'll clean it up right away. You just stay put, Kagure. I'll clean it up.
It was in the instant that Luca stood up to get the broom that I heard the sound.
Huh? Nobody move.
I'm beginning to understand one image that you showed, one Photoshop
Yeah.
you've shown me a bit better now.
Yeah.
Armed men stormed into the room out of nowhere. Nobody knew what was going on.
What? Yeah?
They were all wearing strange masks. They all were holding guns. Some of them had assault rifles.
What is this? Some kind of surprise?
Wait, it says they were all holding assault rifles, but these men are all clearly holding...
Most of them are handguns.
aren't they?
That one in the middle there with the skull
Yeah, the one in the
mask.
front has a rifle, but everybody else is holding a handgun.
The sight brought that nightmare back to me.
We've come for your Mayushis.
Mayuri's brutal murder, which I'd seen again and again and again. I thought it was okay now. I thought everything was over. It's because the worldline changed 2 weeks ago. Mayuri.
Quiet.
Mayuri's going to die again.
Ocarine, I'm scared.
I said stay quiet.
Gah.
Mayuri! A bang. The black hole in the floor. It's okay, that was just a warning shot. It was enough to snap everyone out of their terror.
Is that real?
Oh, Okabe, No.
No, don't do anything to tick them off! They were serious. They kill anyone they didn't need without mercy. Suzuha! What was Suzuha doing? It's no good. And I was clinging to her legs and keeping her from moving. There were just too many of them for her to do anything about it. I had to do something, but my legs were shaking too much for me to manage anything helpful. Just stay calm, everyone.
It's not that easy, man.
Just calm down and do what they want. Gone through this more times than I could count, but it was all I could do to speak. Evidently, my desperation had gotten through to them. They stopped panicking, clumped together, and simply waited for the intruder's next move. The sound of heels from behind the armed men. A woman's footsteps coming up the stairs. Was it here? Moeka Kiryu, is it you? Are you going to kill Mayuri again? But what appeared from beyond the door was...
What? Interesting.
What? 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 How? What?
2 Kaguris, maybe more.
2 Kaguris, maybe more? Because it can't be Kaguri. Kaguri's in the room right now, so... What?
Maybe they have human cloning. We just don't know.
Like human... Is it... I guess all we know is that it's the same suit,
Yeah.
and that someone else could be in the suit?
Yeah.
Why? Why does it matter that it's a... Alright. A woman in black. She wore a skin-tight motorcycle suit and a black helmet. The black visor was pulled down and I couldn't see her face. It had to be her, though. But if it was, what did they want? Last time it was me, Daru... Oh, so Okabe thinks it's Moeka. Last time it was me, Daru, and Kurisu, but Kurisu was gone. Oh, and, Tenoji did have something important to do tonight, didn't he?
Yep.
That mean they were after Maho? The woman silently looked around the room, then walked over to us and reached out her hand.
Huh?
She grabbed Kaguri's arm and then yanked her forward.
Kaguri.
Wait, that would be weird, wouldn't it? For it to be Moeka?
Yeah.
Because Moeka has known that they found Kaguri for a very long time now.
Yeah.
If it was Moeka or any faction related to her, the Rounders, they would have acted long ago.
Yeah.
This had to be someone who only just found out they had Kaguri
Say
a few hours ago.
Or, yeah, a few hours ago or even right now via an app that they have that allows them to see exactly what was going on in this room
So that's...
at that time.
Judy?
Could be.
I guess. She shrunk a few feet. They were after Kaguri? But why her? Well, there's only one reason they'd want her. Did they know then? That Kaguri was from the year 2036.
No, let me go.
Kaguri struggled. But that woman was stronger than she'd imagined. She was easily pulled away.
No, save me. Somebody. Kaguri. Mayuri, help me.
Mayuri and Kaguri reached out their hands. But they both grabbed but nothing but air. What do I do? What should I do? If I moved Mayuri, everyone would. And did I just have to watch as she was taken away? There was suddenly a scream from near the door. By the time I looked over, the second man was already falling to the floor. Hey, what the hell is going on in here?
Brown she. Damn it.
Before he could turn his gun around, Tennoji had grabbed his head and twisted it upwards. Heard the dull sound of snapping bone. Hey, fucking broad action sequence?
Yeah.
Alright. Ugh. So I guess that means it's not the Rounders for sure then.
Seems like it.
The men seemed unsure of how to handle the sudden intruder. One of the men decided to run toward us. Suzuha time?
Huh?
He reached for what looked like the weakest member of our group. Normally this would have been the right choice, but this time it was the worst choice he could have made. With speed that you would never imagine from someone so huge, Tennoji closed the gap between himself and that man in an instant, slamming him into the wall. When they saw him bounce off and hit the floor, the others became deathly pale. And then Suzuha, whose legs were now free of Nai's grasp, moved as well. Ha! A thin, muscular leg, the exact opposite of what you'd expect to see from Daru's daughter, lashed upward straight for the motorcycle suit woman's neck. Damn, Suzuha! The woman blocked the kick with her arm at the last moment. Shit! When she moved her hand to block, she let go of Kaguri. Kaguri! I reached out my hand and quickly pulled her close.
Okabe.
Realizing the tide had turned, the woman leaped out of the lab in an instant, clutching her injured arm. The other attackers followed suit, carrying their injured fellows. In a moment, the chaos was replaced with silence.
Oh, Karin.
Mayuri's quavering voice brought me back to reality. Mayuri, are you alright?
Yeah.
Mayuri was actually fine that whole time. No one was there to get her. She was only in danger so much as she was unwilling to let go of Kaguri.
Yeah.
What about the rest of you? Are you alright? Are you not hurt? Daru, Suzuha, Ferris, Lukako, Nai, Maho, Kaguri. Their faces were drained of color, but none of them seemed hurt.
Daddy.
Oh, it's okay. Hey, it's okay now. Daddy will keep you safe, Nai. It's alright. When they saw the Tennoji family clinging to each other, everyone sighed with relief. But still.
I like Nai's Adorabbit bag.
She's got a very cute Adorabbit bag. Hey, Okabe, tell me what the hell's going on. Who were those people? No, I don't know. I didn't. At first I thought they were with CERN, but if they were, there was no reason for Tennoji to be here. Yugo Tennoji was actually FB, the leader of the Akihabara Rounders. Of course, it was possible someone working for FB, Moeka, for example, had acted without his knowledge, but... Huh! Everyone tensed as the door opened again.
We're back. I brought us a lot of drinks.
It was Fubuki!
Could be.
Sorry we're late. Fubuki kept adding more stuff to the cart.
There was somebody else who was called into work as well who's not here.
Yuki, you're right. Yuki was called... What? Called into
Secret
work.
Rounder faction.
Do we know where Yuki works?
No, we don't.
Did it ever come up?
Because she works for the Rounders.
It's not the round.
It's the Rounders.
It's not the Rounders. It's a different faction. I don't know. I assumed it was Leskinen's faction, but like I guess so. Like Stratfor, right? Because they have access to Amadeus.
Yep.
Key people in them just learned where Kagari was this very morning.
Yuki is secretly a Stratfor analyst. That's why she doesn't talk about it, because the job's all top secret, so she can't tell her friends.
The thing is, okay, I know you're joking, but then she couldn't be Suzuha's mom in the future. Is the thing about that.
Anyway. Thanks for taking me home.
Of course, it's fine. Of course, after that, the New Year's party was cancelled. I knew Mayuri had already been looking forward to it, but none of us were up for partying after that. Told everyone I'd give them an explanation another day. For now, I decided to send them home for safety's sake. Everyone but the Tenojis walked with me to the station. Those who were taking the train home split up with us there, and the rest came with me to Yanabayashi Shrine.
Come to think of it, maybe it's better for the world for Ocarine to be too miserable to show up at the lab and have friends and stuff, because it seems like every single time that he's been at a big bash at the lab where everyone shows up, something life-alteringly terrible happens to everyone.
Yes, absolutely.
Like, maybe it's better for the universe overall if he's just sad sack Okabe and doesn't show up.
More of a sad sack. So much of a sad sack he doesn't have friends. Yeah.
Got here safe, yeah. Thank you.
I still can't not read that as honk mew.
Okay, we can't say anything back? Okay. I do appreciate that Ferris is sending a I'm safe text, though.
Yeah.
That's smart little... See, at that point, Okabe could probably go to Tennoji and be like, hey, I know what you do. Clearly, you see that the place, like, someone here is targeting this place. Could you get us some safety?
I'm still not convinced that Tennoji is a rounder in this world line. We have no reason to assume that CERN has a time machine.
That doesn't mean he's not a rounder. The rounders existed the rounders still exist outside of the need specifically to find that bit.
Really? I thought it was explicitly because CERN decided to set up this organization working for them in the past through this stuff.
I thought it was just CERN's more like need to do dirty work wing. They could still exist and they just haven't found it. Or like, even if it's the case that they're only looking for the IBN 5100, it could be the case that they still exist but haven't found it.
Yeah, but why does CERN need a dirty work wing if they haven't already committed to we're building a time machine to create the CERN dictatorship?
Because I don't think that if your first decision is, I don't think that if you've gotten to the point where I'm building a time machine and going to use it to create a dystopia, I don't think that's the first thing you've done that would justify in the history of your company. That's probably not the first thing you've done that justifies the existence of it needing some people to do dirty work for you. By the time you get to that point, I'm assuming there's a trail of other really not great decisions you've made.
Yeah, I don't know. We've never gotten an indication that the Rounders had anything to do with anything other than the CERN dystopia, which is gone and doesn't exist in
I
this
still
world line.
believe that the Rounders exist and that Tennoji is a Rounder. I still think that's the case. Daru, Suzuha, Lukako, and Kagari were the only ones left. Nobody followed us?
Don't worry, I watched carefully, but I didn't see anything strange.
I see. I hadn't seen anyone suspicious at Akihabara Station either. Who else got home safe?
In Ikebukuro.
Alright, Mayuri's home safe. They were stern rounders. I would have expected to see them everywhere. I told the ones that had taken the train to go straight home and contact me when they got there. Several of them already had. They'd made it home just fine.
Mayushi made it home fine.
Excellent. I told Mayuri in particular to send me stickers on Rhine at regular intervals.
Blush.
She'd been doing that, so she was probably okay. That didn't mean I was out of the woods yet.
No problems.
Do you think they were really after me?
I think that was very explicit, yes, actually. Probably.
Think they know who Kagari-tan is?
I bet they do. I didn't know if they were with CERN yet. It was safe to assume they knew Kagari was from the future, and that's why they'd attacked her.
I'm sorry, I put you all in danger because of me.
It's not entirely your fault. She was brought here from the future at a young age, and then she went missing. She was another victim of fate like me.
But are you sure we don't want to go to the police?
I'm sorry, but not yet. Maho and the others had asked me the same thing. I managed to get them to hold off. Part of the problem was that I didn't think they'd believe us, but the biggest issue was Kagari. We told them they were after Kagari, we'd have to explain who she was. We couldn't tell them the truth, and even if we did, they wouldn't believe us.
So what now?
There's nothing we can do until we find out who they are.
Then you want us to figure out that by ourselves? How?
Well, to be honest, I had no clue. The world was full of groups who would want a functioning time machine if they knew it existed. Russia, America, China, and even Japan. If I couldn't find out who they were, the same thing was likely to happen again. I'll come up with something tomorrow. Anyway, Lukaku, I need your help with something.
Yes? What is it?
Can Suzuha stay with you as well?
Huh?
You want me to stay with Brother Luca?
Yes, I thought about sending Kagari somewhere else, but there are more people here and the security is better. They had security systems to keep people from vandalizing the place and robbing the donation boxes. Just taking a quick look around, I could see that there were cameras. This was Kagari's idea to begin with. You'd rather stay here as well, right, Kagari?
Yeah.
I couldn't understand that. She was already in an unstable state after losing her memories, even before what happened today. If you're here, everyone will feel safer. Of course, we'll need her parents' permission, though.
I'm sure Dad would love it.
That was certainly true.
I mean, it's either here or what with Ferris?
Yeah.
Ferris could probably whip up a doomsday bunker in like a couple days at most.
Implying that Ferris doesn't already have a fucking panic room somewhere.
That's true. I don't mind either.
I can stay here too if you want.
No. You go home, brother.
Aww.
Watching them talk made me think things were slowly returning to normal. Lukaku and Kagari's expression softened a little. Daru's usual antics had come in handy for once. Okay, thank you. Call me right away if something happens.
Understood.
Daru and I left Kagari to the two of them and headed back to the lab.
Hey, that really happened, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
It wasn't some kind of candid camera thing. It was real, wasn't it?
Real. Yeah, that was real. I'd experienced it so many times before. Screams and the smell of gunpowder.
What's wrong, Okarin?
Sorry, I must have finally relaxed because I am not feeling good right now. I've been so focused on seeing everyone home safely that I hadn't had time to think about it, but with that done, the memories came flooding back. Memories of last July.
It's okay, I'm with you. Wanna take a little rest?
I could feel Daru's huge hand rubbing my back. Strangely, it made me feel a little better. Thanks, I'm alright now.
Don't push yourself too hard, man.
Yeah. I started to walk toward the lab again, and Daru followed me, worried.
Hey, Okarin.
Huh?
This has something to do with the time machine, doesn't it?
Almost assuredly, yes.
Is this also that choice of Steins Gate thing?
Choice of Steins Gate. You know, that was a really embarrassing name for it, right?
Okarin.
Was it going to keep following me forever? No matter how much I tried to look away or run, I just wanted to live in peace. Was even that too much to ask now?
The game's meta-narrative secretly about the Syad folks trying to get out of the shadow of Steins Gate.
And never quite being able to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Robotics Notes was pretty good and had like very little to do with Steins Gate. Anonymous Code, however, very much exists in the shadow of Steins Gate. It's impossible to play that game and not feel that it is in constant dialogue with a previous, more popular version of itself. Which sucks because it has things that's going for it that are genuinely pretty neat and cool and unique to it. But also it is so aware of the fact that it's trying to do something similar to Steins Gate that it can't help but keep calling attention to it. Thank you. This has been my 15-second review of Anonymous Code, available now. Good game, though. I enjoyed it.
Okarin, hang on to my shoulder.
What?
You're barely walking straight. Here.
I'm fine. Actually, you know what? Occultic 9 was actually pretty different, too. That one was fairly out on its own.
Come on, man. Just do it.
Daru.
Hmm?
You're creepy, you know.
It's a lot creepier to see you acting like a normal human being, man.
Thank you.
Don't worry about it.
Daru being an incredibly good friend when the chips are down. Luca segment.
Wow. Holy shit.
Luca segment. What? What is this?
Luca's pajamas?
Luca's pajamas are so cute. Luca, you're not beating the allegations here. So
And also so impractical as pajamas. You'd wriggle around in bed for like 15
And then
minutes
fall-
and it'd slide right off.
Except without any tits there, they just fall right off. It's like, come on, Luca. Steins Gate, if someone had introduced Luca Urashibara to estrogen. Luca Urashibara was sad. He'd been sad for a long, long time. Been a long time since he met Rintaro Okabe, become friends, and began to visit the future gadget lab. Eitaro Hashira, his classmate Mayuri Shina, and the other lab members all treated him as a friend. That by itself made him happy. Just an ordinary shy boy, and they accepted him anyway. He was very grateful for that, but still, he'd always felt like he was being left out. He knew they were hiding something from him. That made him sad. But what made him sadder was that he couldn't bring himself to ask them about it.
You're not going to sleep?
What about you, Amane? I didn't think you'd still be awake.
I've got a lot to think about.
I see.
Even Luca could tell that a lot meant she was thinking about what happened today. The New Year's party, the mysterious men who'd burst into the lab. They were holding guns. Not plastic model guns, real guns. From Luca's perspective, it was a mystery how they'd even gotten them into Japan. But they were real anyway. They'd had real guns in their hands, and they'd pointed them at him and the others. It hadn't seemed real then, but now the very thought made him shiver. If any of them had squeezed their index fingers just a little, he, Luca, wouldn't be here right now. Kagari Shina moaned softly in her sleep. She must have been really tired after everything that had happened today. She had gone to sleep almost immediately after she'd laid down, and her short breaths had soon changed into moans.
Mommy, don't go. Mommy.
Was she dreaming of her mother?
Mommy Mayuri.
Even that didn't surprise Luca much. She had started calling out that name in her sleep several days ago. Kagari Shina. Mayuri Shina. At first he just thought it was a coincidence they had the same last name, but he almost spoke and then stopped. There was so much he wanted to ask but couldn't. He wanted courage, just a little bit. The courage to ask them to tell him. He reached under his pillow and felt something hard. The cheap toy sword. Kind you could buy at any store, but still it was his treasure. He held the hilt tight.
Huh?
Can I ask you something?
What's up?
Suzuha sat up and looked straight at him. He was only barely able to stop himself from looking away. If he did, he wouldn't be able to ask anything. He touched the toy sword once more and slowly opened his mouth to speak.
Amane, why do you call Okabe Uncle Okarin? Why do you call Mayuri Big Sis Mayu? Why do you call Ferris Big Sis Rumi? Why do you call me Brother Luca? When she says Mama Mayuri, she's talking about Mayuri, isn't she? Why does she call her that?
I know I shouldn't be saying this, but I think it's better that you don't know.
Are you just trying to keep me out of everything again? I want to know what's going on, too. I want to share in what all of you are going through.
Brother Luca,
Will you tell me?
She looked him straight in the eye for a moment, silently. Luca simply waited.
I think I understand the reason why Uncle Okarin doesn't tell you anything.
The reason why?
He wants you to stay completely a part of this world. He wants you to be the one person who only knows the world as it is right now. I think that's what saves him.
I'm what saves him?
Yeah.
But that's...
Now that she told him that, he couldn't ask any more questions. Did Rintaro Okabe really think that? He didn't even know. In the end, he would never know anything. And that only made him sadder. All right, and this is where the guide tells me I need to save.
Alrighty.
So I'm going to drop a save here. Oh, no, not there. Not there is where I need to put it in the back here where I keep the reference.
Various save bits.
Yeah. Okay. A little short, but I think that's a good place to call it a sode.
Alrighty.
So we'll call it there for today, and I'll see you all next time.
Next time.
Probably. Hopefully. There will be a next time, I promise. It's fine.
Smash that like, comment and subscribe.